this offseason for you guys. I mean, you guys returned a lot of key pieces, added a lot of key pieces. Just what's the excitement level like just as you guys approach the season?
Finishing the year strong last year and winning 2 games in the tournament and going out and attacking the portal and addressing some needs that we need. I feel really good about where we are. I feel really good about the competitive nature of our practice, them being locked in practice. We had our first scrimmage this weekend, went really well. So I'm just excited to see a different team on the floor this year, just competitively and just way more tough, and just they have that willingness to win. So I'm super excited about it.
Looking at just the first few weeks of practice and even the scrimmage, just what are some of the things that you've learned the most about this team as far as, maybe not even just on the court but off the court too?
Probably the best thing is they want to win. I haven't been a part of a team where every last one of them want individual workouts outside of practice. Sometimes we have to tell them, hey, you need to go home and get some rest. They want to be in the gym, they want to work, they want to watch film. Like, they love the game, and that's super impressive about this team. And something off the court, they're a bunch of goofballs. They like to have a lot of fun, they like to laugh. But I love this team. I'm having the most fun I've had coaching in a long time, and it's because of they're great basketball players, but they're great students as well.
Well, it seems like a tight-knit group. I mean, just, seeing how they interact even before practice, but just, I can't imagine just how encouraging that can be for a coach to just see how tight-knit that they are, outside of the gym, too.
Me being part of championships as a player and as a coach, all those championship teams, they were a tight-knit team. They were like a family. It was a sisterhood, and it truly feels that way this year, and it feels good. It feels good to see them be able to compete with each other, but also pick each other up when they're down.
For sure. And then, just going into the off season here, I mean, you guys, added a lot of key pieces from the portal. One of them was Winter. I mean, that was one of the first ones. And so just, how cool is it for you personally to just have the opportunity to coach your sister?
It's super cool. Just she brings that competitive spirit. She wants to win. She's going to do whatever it takes. And so just being able to be Coach Des, but also be Big Sis is really special. I feel like it's helped our relationship be even closer. And just getting the opportunity to be able to mentor her, as far as basketball, has been really great for us. And, I'm just excited she's a part of our program.
And I was talking to Winter about it, too. And, obviously it's an exciting opportunity, but, she knows that, hey, you're going to get the best out of her. You're going to push her. And, on the court, it's Coach Des. Off the court, it's sister, right? And so just, but that's an interesting dynamic, even with just the family. I mean, what is the family, whenever you
I have to have a moment where, like, I coach her, and then after the game, I send her a big sis message. So I have to make sure that I keep them separate, and that can be, because I am tough on her, because I expect a lot out of her, and I know that she's a winner. But I also have to be able to be Big Sis as well. And I'm always going to be Big Sis before I'm Coach Des. Now, when we're on the floor, it's all business, and she knows that, and she respects that, and she's looking forward to being a part of something special here.
Sure, and then just, on the court, I mean, she's had, experience elsewhere, and then just what does that experience bring to this team, and then what does she add on the court for this one?
Practicing against Power 5 players for 2 years, obviously they help you, develop different things. It helps you get better as a player. But, the main thing is she's from Arkansas. She has pride wearing that Arkansas State jersey. She already knew some people on the team, so it was kind of instant chemistry with her and some of our players on our team. But again, her just bringing that winning spirit, that competitive spirit. She wants to win. She'll do whatever it takes. That's huge for our team.
For sure. And then I guess just going, positionally, I mean, with the guards, and, that's one of the exciting pieces of this team. I mean, just looking at the guard depth that you guys have, including Izzy.
Yeah.
But what excites you the most about the guards? What is it on the court that you've seen out of them just over the first few weeks?
They can play, they can score, they can play fast, they can make great reads. They're figuring out how to play really well together. When you talk about having Izzy, LA, and Maylin coming back as returners, they look like returners this year. Last year you could tell they had a lot of lessons to learn. They look like they've been there, done that this year, so that's exciting. And then having our freshman, Chrislyn Rose, she's going to be a big piece to everything that we're doing. We moved Kiara Ellis to the 3 some. Being able to utilize her athleticism at the 3 has been huge for us, so we can have bigger lineups. But I just, these guards, they're just talented. They're talented, and they know how to play the game of basketball.
Is it a situation where, you look at this team as a whole, and I know you coach based on what you have as far as, talent goes, but I guess just what changes are there as far as, you mentioned moving, Kiara to the 3. Is there anything else, I guess, like, either positionally or even like schematically as far as like how different this team could be playing this year?
I'll tell you what, we look a lot bigger. Our rebounding should be better. We changed up the way that we defend. We're more in the gaps, trying to keep people out of paint. We gave up a lot of paint points last year, so we're really working to adjust that and fix that. But I like our size. I like our depth. I think that we could play 10 deep this year. So I'm just looking forward to being able to do a bunch of things schematically with our team. I think we can switch up defenses. I think we can have small lineups, big lineups, athletic lineups, high IQ lineups. There's just so much that we could do with this team, and I'm trying to figure it out. I had to kind of, learn as I go at the scrimmage this past weekend because we just have so many pieces, but it's a good problem to have.
Absolutely it is. And I want to ask about a couple more people, then I'll let you get out of the way. Okay. But just, Izzy and just the way that she's grown, just even over the course of this past season, how is she, I guess just over the summer, even taking that next step, and where do you see her growing the most?
She's the hardest worker on the floor, and when you're the hardest worker on the floor, results are always going to come for you. But she's just such a great kid. She wants to learn. She wants to watch film. She wants the individual workouts. She wants to lead by example, and just kind of see her take that next step with her confidence and in that growth has been huge for us. She leads the way for us, and our other players seeing her practice the way she practiced, obviously it trickles down to the rest of them.
For sure. And then I guess just even the returners that you guys do have, and you touched on the returners, but even Melody as well, and just what she brings to the team, and just how has she looked just first?
Mel is just so tough. Her tearing her ACL and deciding to stay here in the summer and rehab because she wanted the opportunity to be ready when the season starts. And we didn't think she'd play till December, and she's cleared. She played in our scrimmage. So just having that toughness on the floor, she's that veteran player that uses her voice. She's a huge piece to what we do. A lot of things that she does that helps us win, it doesn't show up in the stat sheet, but she's a huge piece to what we do.
Absolutely. And finally, just between now and first game, just what are some of the biggest things you're emphasizing to the group? Or some of the biggest
we're just going to continue to clean up our defense. I like where we were in our scrimmage this weekend. It looked really good, but obviously we're not where we want to be, as to be expected, but we're going to continue to clean that up. And then we want to clean up our half-court offense. We're really good when we play fast and transition, but there's going to be some teams that slow us down and want us to, kind of play in the half-court. So just cleaning up our half-court offensive execution, and when we can get those things cleaned up, I think that we're a really, really dangerous team.